Welcome everybody to 48 a Talk episode number 66. I am your host, Rage Bully as always. Joining me this time is DX Takamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and a Canadian on the bottom right, now in Jumbo Vision.
Yo, Cho.
Oh my god, we're trying something new and hopefully you like it. Put it in the comments, of course, and then we'll see. So, before we start, let me just continuation of last week. So I got a message from our good friend Andy, and he had some corrections of me, you know, when I went to the NMB concert. And we want to clear things up with me, so don't get the wrong idea. You don't need a Japanese ID to attend them. It was only in our case because he had to buy a ticket off from another Japanese guy. That being said, of course, whoever using the ticket would have to be able to pass being Japanese. If you bought a ticket of a foreigner, you could use his ID and get in. But that's all a different matter in the situation. Basically, so it depends on who is the ticket holder, and that has to be like definitely also it's on your name. So you need to just have that idea. So if you have a Japanese name, you should be like a Japanese ID, of course, if that makes sense. But yeah, the system it's very interesting, and I just wanted to throw it out there for the correction before we move on. But yeah, a lot of news today. A lot of news actually, yeah, specifically today. But there's also a lot of news in the week. Let's get into it right away. The Thanksgiving concert happened today, and that's my favorite concert of the year because it. Again, I don't believe was it on 3 different locations this time again. So it was ranked or Senbatsu, ranked and unranked.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, no?
No, it's on all the concert were in Mokahari Messe, so I think they closed the whole thing. Like I've been in Mokahari Messe once, and they had big divisions of each like hall. Like they have like B hall, A hall, C hall, and like I was in I think C hall or like I think it was numbers, like either or, but like they literally like could just block off an area and like have 3 different concerts on 3 different
Okay.
Yeah, I've been there too. I second Yayo says it's blocked off, but usually like for the bigger handshake events, they'll open up both sections of like one area. Like you'll have 2 big halls right next to each other. They'll just open up both to you, and also too. But it's like Yayo said, you literally. I think there's been cases where they've had several AKB groups in different halls. You could literally just go back and forth to each one. Makara Messe is so huge, so it would totally make sense if they had the concerts like that.
So it was then a simultaneous concert, but then differently put out, or it was all they sang the same song and it's just a big giant area?
I think during the afternoon it was the 17 to 80. Like the I think like the 17 to 80 concert was like on the afternoon. So like at the night, the Senbatsu members and like the unranked members are like doing the concert together.
Okay.
Oh, adding to this disclaimer, the Mukahari Messe is the one where the guy with the flare did.
Right.
Yeah, because I was literally right there. I'm like, oh my god, why? So yeah.
From what we saw again, like last year, you could have bought a specific ticket, and you can then go to like a location where it's like an Oshi area, and if you're sitting in the area, like for example, Nachan had her area, and she would like if you were sitting in her area, then you would only have pen lights of blue or yellow to keep her colors. You know, STU48 and Team 4.
Right.
Oh, they have their own pen lights though. Like it literally is just a freaking striped pen light.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
No, that works as well.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of videos online on Twitter, like short films, and it's just wonderful. You see like a lot of members come up close, and then you know just a little wavy over there, and that this just makes it all great. Just to see that, you know, for them it's like a few seconds. For the person filming it, it will be remembered a lifetime. Being up close, just sounds amazing. Yo.
I think you were saying like you choose what seat you do. It's actually that's why on the ticket center you choose your Oshi.
Yeah.
Like it literally like as soon as you get a ticket, they literally sit you on the Oshi seat. So I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
good system.
Speaking of Oshi, yeah, I saw a little bit of camera footage of Tani during the concert, and somebody was filming, and he dropped something on the floor outside of like the restricted area part of his like seating, and Tani picked it up and gave it to him, and I was like, "You're so sweet," and
Aw.
she just looks so awesome. And then there was another video cam I saw of like Mayu. My God, she was really up close with this person, and just again, you know, when you're that close to them. I can't stress it enough how much they take your breath away because they're just so perfect looking and like just not real, you know. And when they're there, they're like literally right there. You could reach out and touch them. You're like, ah, you know, just lose your mind. It's just crazy. It's so much fun.
I saw a lot of Nacham videos, of course. I saw.
Oh, how are they?
Oh, she's just jumping, enjoying, and she's singing, just
Awesome.
doing Woda chants as well because she
Mhm.
likes to do that. I saw what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I saw Mako twirling around and being all
Mako.
ditzy and derpy as always. Mahon looking gorgeous. Tano Yuka having fun. Also waiting, she's like looking at the big screen, waiting if the camera is shooting her, and then she does more effort because she's on camera. I saw Miru stuff, of course, because of Andy. Sign stuff because of Andy, of course. Saina was there later. I don't know, some song they did. It is more revealing when you get more information, but there's more bits in there, clips, so you don't know the whole story.
Did anybody see a photo of like or a video of Mogi by any chance? Mogi Shinobu?
I don't think so.
I did
'Cause
see her Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay, cause like you really can't understand how short this girl is, but then like on AK Bingo and stuff, she always looks like she towers over everyone. But when I saw her live, I'm like, wow, you were small, and it's just I wanted you guys to see that so you understood what I was saying when I saw her at the One Handshake event concert. Like she's so small, like, but it's crazy, you know.
So I saw Mogi on Twitter posing, looking very, very gorgeous. She had the police outfit on, the Oppai police
Oh,
unit,
nice.
along with Moriyasu Madoka, and that was also amazing. Crazy how good looking she looks. Yeah, just Sakamichi with Tani Marika, along with Taniguchi Megu. Later the concert, of course, I heard that Sakura did Fukiwayon.
Yep.
Oh.
I need to see that. I need to see that, man.
Whoa! I
I
gotta
so
see
need to see
that.
that.
Apparently, because Andy was there live, he said it didn't hold up well. So
Really?
interesting. I want to hear that. Want to see that. Takashi Juri doing the drums again. So last year was amazing. So I want to hear that.
Definitely.
Nachan did a beautiful solo song. I saw a clip of Oguri Yui's no, not Oguri Yui, Ogino Yuka on Twitter getting upstage, and she ran out full speed to do her song. It seems all like a fun event. I would really like to see the concert because it's normally you're also very engaged on those concerts, but at that concert they are very
my
up
God.
close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think Yeo froze right there.
Oh, man.
He's still
Oh,
here, but his camera is froze, I think.
Yeah.
He has a picture
Yeah.
now like you.
Yeah, this is me right now. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed that concert. I wish it was in September, but they moved it.
Yeah. Sadly, so bad.
Oh, no, the whole system is screwed up. No!
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
He'll be back.
He will be
Yeah,
back.
I'm here. I'm trying to.
Yeah, but now the whole system is screwed up because you closed your camera down.
No, because it broke down.
No, but your camera broke down. Okay.
Yeah.
That. Damn it.
Oh well. Continuing on then.
So yeah, I'm gonna wait till the concert comes out. There he is.
Yay.
They did have a few announcements, and yay, he's gone.
Yay.
Yo.
No, any guys? Yeah.
They had a few announcements. First off, like last year, they announced the ranked members between 81 and 100 position, the ones who quite didn't make it. And I believe DX, you told that 81 and 80 was like a difference of 15 votes.
No, 30.
30.
30.
Oh,
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
30 is not a lot.
That's not a lot, man. There's only one big. There's only has to be one rich Oshi that buys that difference, and she would have made it in the ranking. So yeah, that close. It's really that close.
All right, so the list. Let's go down through it. On number 81, it's Uchiyama Mikoto. From
Yep.
which team is that?
SKE.
SKE
SKE.
team what?
S, I think. Wait.
Yeah. Just a sec. Continuing on. She is team K2 actually.
Okay. Aoki Shiori on number 82.
Yep.
On number 83 is Akiyoshi Yuka.
Ooh.
Mm.
This one is a little rough, I would say. And number
Yeah.
84, Kojina Yui.
Yeah, I was bummed by that. I was hoping
Yeah,
we would
so
have had
yeah,
another
man.
like Sasenkyo funny moment with her, but
Yeah.
she didn't even get in.
Number 85, Nakano Ikumi.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
So,
Ikume, like, wow.
is that teammate?
Yeah, teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I would expect it was higher, but still 13,695 votes. Still
Exactly.
good. Still a lot of people.
Mm.
On number 86 is Hidaka Yuzuki.
Yep.
Number 87 is Shimono Yuki. On number 88, Kimoto Kanon. That's a surprise for me.
Indeed.
Mm.
Number 89, Jo Eriko. Again.
I thought Joe would have been up higher for some
same
reason.
here.
I don't know. She's one of the more. I mean, she had her own little segment on a documentary, you know, and you'd think, wow, you'd think that would have done something for her, but that was years ago, so I guess
Yeah.
not.
Maybe they forgot pretty much.
The next one's the biggest surprise for me though on this list.
Saito Makiko.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
SKE captain. Yeah, the SKE captain.
I mean, it's just like really like, and she's so like well loved by especially SKE fans. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe they couldn't pull her up at least closer to like getting
Ranking,
ranked.
yeah.
in.
Interesting thought, though.
Yeah.
Number 91, Fukagawa Maiko.
Yep.
Mm.
HKT.
Number 92, that's a surprise. Oda Erina.
Oderi. Yeah. I expected
another-
her to be
another
higher.
surprise.
Yeah, she did so well in AK Bingo and of
Yeah.
course teammate Boon Boon show. Number 93, Kitano Rika.
SKE.
SKE again? Okay.
Yep.
94, Shinozaki Ayana.
Ayanan.
Hmm.
Not quite there yet, sadly. She's a good member, but not quite there yet.
95, Imada Mina.
HKT again. The veteran of HKT, I would say.
Number 96, Tanigawa Hijiri.
Mhm.
Teammate. Hijiri.
Mhm.
Ijiri!
97.
There you
I
go.
think this one is well, number 98 as well. But number 97, Yamada Nanami.
Yeah, you would have thought, but I like her whole thing died down pretty fast over this year. I don't know, like she was kind of big early 2017, but then it's like after, and actually last year I would say was more her year, but now it's like I don't know, she hasn't gotten a whole lot of like I guess time. I mean, the Opie thing she did on Boom Boom like was really hysterical.
Yeah.
But that was it. You know, it was like she had one little moment this year, and then she just
She
kind of
wasn't
like
consistent
faded
enough,
away.
I would say, yeah.
She wasn't
Yeah.
consistent, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think her fans are. I don't want to say they're weird, but I remember like seeing. I want to say I saw her line, and like, I don't know, like she wasn't as popular as you would expect her to have been, I guess. So when I was at the handshake event and I saw her lane, so.
Well, this one was in the preliminaries did very well, but sadly that was it. Number 98, Oya Shizuka.
Couldn't believe that.
Yeah, same.
It
She always has a bit of a history around that, I would say. Always good at doing good in the preliminaries, but she can't keep up.
Mm.
The thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robin.
No, I got none.
I was gonna say the thing with Shichan is like with her, I don't know. I think when it comes down to it, she certainly gets like some good time on screen, like on the show she's on and everything. She's a utility member, but that's just it. She's a utility member. Like it's like people don't seem to want to spend their votes on utility members that much, like as much as you would think.
Yeah.
It's you notice the Sasenkyo ranking tends to be like newbies or like people that are hot items at that moment.
Yeah.
Or your traditional crop of Sasenkyo members. It's
most
always one of
stable.
those three. It's almost never utility members, with the exception of a few, like Kitaria. I wouldn't say she's a utility member. I think she's definitely earned her place. But back in the day, utility member. You know what I mean? And I think her ranking reflected that maybe versus Shichan. Like she's always been in the back, and she like Shimada Haruka's another one. You know, never utility member.
You
totally
know
beloved.
her, but never on the Senbatsu
You'll never see her
list.
rank.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is sad because Shichan deserves to be up there more than most of these girls, in my opinion.
Good member. Number 99, Ichino Narumi.
Yep. SK.
And
Let's
ending
see.
it with number 100 is Murashige Anna.
Oh man.
Very weird.
Ouch.
Still, 100, it's pretty good being in the top 100. And then
Sure.
it's gotta suck if you're not even in the top 100. So,
Well,
I wonder how Haru Hika feels right now. With
yeah.
Tano
no
Yuka
Tano
not
inside.
even in the top 100.
Yeah, no Tano inside, man.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Haru's kind of disappeared though. I'm not sure what happened to her. She hasn't been in our comment section lately, so she must be busy. But I was gonna say, Tano-chan, like you would think that girl would have so much more, and I just don't know, man, what happened to her. Because I don't look at her as a utility member. I look at her as like she's her own girl. She's definitely her. I'd say my pace, but not in the aloof kind of way. More like she doesn't take any crap from anybody. But lately on AK Bingo, she's been getting some nice exposure. I don't know, but it's like for whatever reason with that girl, she just, she fades into the background when it comes to voting and stuff.
And maybe I wouldn't say utility member because she's very talented on the side, but she has the same position as Oya Shizuka. You know her, but she'll never get up there. But I think she already knows that, so that's why she's doing her own projects and she's getting well. She's now with the circus or the Tokyo Dance Tribe with Miyasa Sawasai. She's very busy right now, so good for her.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that was the list. Anything before we move on to the from the 81 to 100 list?
I kind of wondering though, what kind of song would this actually made if it were an official ranking in the Senbatsu single? I would say.
I would say a mess. It's too spread out to all different. I don't know.
Yeah.
What if in the 50th single they're like, oh hey, we're gonna put this in a single?
They didn't do it last year.
What if, me and Derek were thinking about it, like, we're giving business idea to AKS, just like, oh, what if we do this? Like last week.
You can do that because then the people who were ranked last year and didn't get anything would be very mad.
Yeah.
I actually, when it comes to that though, Yayo, and I'm glad you brought that up. Like I was hanging out with Josh from Josh Box yesterday, and I was telling him like one of the things I think AKB should do, and in order to again promote individuality, to get more exposure for members that aren't getting like active work like on TV and stuff, is to maybe like form like little subgroups like within all these rankings, especially like we could take the case of this like the 81 to 100 ranking and make them play clubs in Tokyo, like underground idol clubs, and like just bust it out there and like have them play all over, because in this way these girls can form their own little tribe of followers that would like possibly prop them up and make them much bigger than some of these other girls who get all the exposure, all the single placements and things like that. I thought like, making these little groups play like all these really cool little underground clubs, that'd be so much fun, and then also promote and spread AKB in a much bigger way and promote their individuality too. Hey Cass, you listening? Give me a month. I'm telling you, I will change it all for you.
So
I'll
that
make it
sounds
cool
like
again.
pretty much
Well-
the return of the subunits, I would say.
Well-
the
well,
subunits you
but-
had in the past. So
But it'd be like a way to expand. But then I also want to take a step further and say like each of the groups maybe could be themed. You could have the EDM group that's just basically all like the girls that can do like real straight up EDM, the real cute lolly idol group, and so on. Because you have groups of girls that fit each of those particular images. Like girls.
Yeah, you had the diva in the past with.
Yeah. Exactly. So, like, if you did each of those type of groups, and then you spread them out in Tokyo and just have them play consistently, like, all those girls would have a much more bigger reason to be in AKB, but B, it would just be cool. There'd be the cool factor to it. I would love that.
I think the resources they need to use for that is too much and not a profit. So they all need like a manager, or they need certain types of makeup people following them around, choreographer, venues, location, time. I don't think their staff is on big on that side, because the staff that's mainly now hired for that would be at the main senbatsu or the theater that day, or I don't know how that all works. You can always say like, oh, hire more people. Well, maybe they don't have the finance, or no, the what do you call it? The thing, whatever.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I agree completely. Actually, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I also want to add that, like, to me, I'm looking at AKB like a business, right? And they have 300 employees, and only the top 80 employees are getting any work. So you have 200 and 80 or no 200 or whatever plus employees just sitting around doing nothing. So that's not very economically efficient at all. It's like, why even have them? So to me, give them work. You can do it in a low grassroots way. I've been to all these underground idol clubs. Like, first of all, they're charging $45 a pop just to walk in the club. That doesn't include your drink. I think somebody's making some money. And I think if AKB added it and they did their own thing, and they threw some of these idol groups I'm talking about like onto an existing underground idol show, it would be awesome. I mean, I don't think they have to do much as you're thinking. And even if they didn't want to do like new themed stuff, I mean, think about it. If you have 8 or 9 songs that are EDM, right? You only need that much. You play a 20-minute set. You can't even play that many songs. So it's not really that much. They should be doing dancing anyway. That's what they're hired to do as AKB members, is to dance and sing. So that should just be not as hard as you're thinking. Look at Equal Love. For crying out loud, Equal Love learned an entire like 30-minute set for the Tokyo Idol Festival. I mean, you're talking all the big songs. So you just get these groups, if nothing else, to just do those songs and throw them in all these underground clubs. You're going to expand AKB's reach instead of saying, oh, guess what? Only 200 plus people every day are going to get to see him at the Donkey. Good luck. And if you're a foreigner, forget it. So I think, to me, you got to think outside the box like that when you have all these members. And I just keep thinking, how do we make AKB members stand out, especially the no names, like, or the names like people like on 81 to 100 that will never get a shot ever because for whatever reason.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but they already found the perfect format for that, and that's showroom. If you
it's not perfect though.
Oh, okay. It's not the perfect thing, but it's something. If you're like interested in like other members or you haven't heard about them, you can throw them on showroom.
But then I would counter and say, how'd that work out for 81 to 100? Didn't work out at all. I would say there's a lot of members. Yeah, but there's a lot of members that are on showroom that are just eating cereal, and that's not very interesting. And yeah, it's cool like if you speak Japanese and maybe you can try to get them to notice you. But after a while, I would think like that's just like, I don't know, it tends to die out to me unless you're doing something really creative on showroom. So maybe, for example, a girl's strong suit isn't to be in front of a camera on showroom and say, hey, look at me, blah, blah, but maybe they're just really good dancers. Can't sit up in showroom and just sit there and dance when the music blasting. Put them in a group like this, different story.
There's also the factor that some of those girls, they don't want more exposure. They think, I'll just perform at the theater in the team and do certain events, and that's enough. Like a Fujita Nana or a Murayama Yuri, that's the perfect example. She's doing like so many stages and so many shows, and it's like, no, I don't need to be in Senbatsu or Sosenkyo. I don't need to be the top. Like, I'm fine. And she's going to be on AKB48 show next week, doing a performance with Nachan, and
Oh, cool.
That's a rarity, you know. That's like,
Wow.
oh, she's on that show, but she's like a lot on Kimidare. Thanks to Nachan, she found Showroom now, and she's doing a lot of Showroom, and that's also fun. She's doing those the Twitter Bros thing. That's also, I don't know, weird show. But she likes doing stuff on her own. But she's like, I don't need to be that popular. But she's getting a following because she doesn't care, and she is, you know, very talented and great. Same with Tano actually. I think Tano wants to be ranked, but she also thinks like it's not the end of the world. I'll just do something else. And for a lot of members, they're like, I think the younger members are even. I still have school and stuff like this, so I don't have time for anything else. So I'm fine with a casual appearance on AK Bingo, or I'm fine with just doing the theater. I'm gonna focus on school and then see what happens later.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't disagree with that. I think, though, at the same time, though, I'm looking at it as a business. You have 300 employees, and if you have employees saying, I'm fine, I'm just going to go do another job, then why are you even hired with my company? I wouldn't want my employee to tell me that. I wouldn't want my employee to say, I'm just going to sit around. I'm cool. I have schoolwork. It's cool. No, get out. I don't want you the group then. I want somebody that wants to be in
That's
AKB.
the thing. They can technically they can force you to leave, even though it happens. You know, they like the forced graduation things.
Yeah.
They put pressure on you.
I think Yeo died.
boy.
Let's wait till it revives. Oh,
Oh, it doesn't.
he actually,
Oh, there you go.
For a second, I thought you were gonna ascend to heaven there, like a certain idol that we all know.
that's a good segue, but a little too early for that segue, Derek, because we still have something else to talk about.
Ah, I'm off of my Doritos, son. Sorry. Darn it.
This timing.
It's
Anyways.
a little foreshadowing. Okay, but speaking of then the singles, the 50th single was revealed on the Thanksgiving concert. They performed it because we heard like a bad rip. So it's like you can listen to it, but don't. I wouldn't say don't give your opinion like or say it's a bad song or you know it's a great song because you can't fully hear it. It's just you can hear a little bit of melody. It's same when Bokutachi wa Tatakanai came out and like you heard it like what is this? What this doesn't sound right? And then you hear it for real and it's like oh this is amazing.
This is awesome, yeah.
All right. So the song is called something ankle. What was it?
Ichikatsu no Anklet.
Anklet. Yeah, it's like this whole title, whatever. Um,
November's anklet, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
November.
It's definitely a Mayu song. The
Yep.
first thing
Oh,
reminded
yeah.
me it's definitely a Mayu style. Even her solo songs, it feels like a Mayu song. So good send off for her. Basically that's all I can say. From what I hear, it's a Mayu song, and it's bouncy, bubbly, and we know about
It
bubbles.
actually felt a bit melancholic, I would say, for me when I heard it. It's more like if I can imagine the video being like remembering. It's not even a graduation song, but the video could be like this is past my how she was and how she transformed into this capable woman, and it's like I can imagine a video like that. But the whole sounded real melancholic, a bit nostalgic even, I would say. So when I first heard it, but then it grows, I'd say. It already grows.
All right.
So yeah, DX, when we were talking about it in chat this morning, I definitely agree with you 100%. The melancholy is there. I like melancholy in my idol songs. But it was melancholy, obviously, for the reason that if this is a Mayu single, we all know why it's melancholy because we're saying goodbye to her. But it felt that way in parts. I will say there was two things about it that stuck out. And again, like you said, Robin, we can't really know for sure what the song's going to come out in the final result yet. But based off the concert rip, there was a part at the end where all the music dropped out and it was like almost like a chant. I think that part live, if the song is played regularly at the concerts that AKB rarely does anymore, it will be very interesting to hear people during that part singing along. And then and I didn't expect that to happen either. It kind of came out of left field. So good for AKB to surprise me in a song. Yeah. Two, somebody, I think one of your friends in the Netherlands, Floris, he said it sounded very Christmas-like. At first I was like, huh? But then I thought about it and I'm like, I could kind of hear that. I could kind of hear it. It has kind of a Christmas feel to it in the sense like it does feel very choral, chorus-like in some parts, like very like it could be sung by a choir, and I think which I mean technically that's what AKB is, but I'm saying like that's how I kind of felt. But only one part I felt that way. It was like the bridge leading up to the chorus. I felt that.
Right.
The rest of it's very idle. It's very it's AKB. So
instant karma right there.
Can't talk about the queen. Can't talk about Mayu like that. But I would say overall, if I had to rank it now, early prelim though, I'd say I'd give it a strong B. It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. To be honest.
No, it's not horrible. It's like I can listen to it. It's
good.
Definitely hashtag Sukinanda is better.
Yeah, well, I would actually have to agree with you in a way.
But it's not a bad song. It's not like it didn't hurt my ears. I need to see I need to hear the quality of the sound first, and then I'll see the MV and see what style it is, and then I can give my full opinion on it. Yale, something to add?
No sound.
Muted.
No sound.
Muted.
You're muted.
Yayo is just having all kinds of problems today.
Yeah.
I got.
There's something like we just need the full MV to come out basically, and there's some kind of meaning to November, and like I don't know what it is yet. And my camera died. But yeah, there's something meaning on November, and we still need to know about that for it. I hope they explain it in MV. So yeah, it's my opinion.
All right, what did came out full version and all is the 5th single of Keyakizaka46, and thanks to the YouTube channel We Tried Subbing, they put out the English lyrics so we can follow along, and I watched it, and I watched it again and again and again
and again and again
and I like the song. You know, it's definitely the. Are you doing that on purpose because we're talking about the Kea song right now?
What the heck?
This guy right here, this Canadian guy.
Stop. Yeah, please wear those glasses forever. You look so awesome in those, actually. I think you kind of have the touchy thing going.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Oh, I should have said that now. Now he really does think he's
that's the way.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, please for next show, please dress up in like the Icky Men suit with the glass and like spike your hair up and stuff. I have to see that. I won't seriously.
I don't have a suit though.
Oh, come on. Really? You don't have a suit?
Okay. Should I review the MV first and then give our opinion, or do you want an opinion first and then we do a full review of the MV?
Review first, I think it's better.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, basically, we open up the music video as like you see like a lot of paper flowing around, and it's this parking lot with a lot of cages, and I believe it's in Odaiba because I see the Ferris wheel and it looks like Odaiba Ferris wheel, so. Maybe somewhere there, I think they filmed. They're all desks, and I think it's a continuation again because Keyakizaka MVs are like a whole storyline, and it's not eccentric. No, right.
It is the one with the tables, though, right? Eccentric has tables.
Yeah, any other video had tables except for Asylum. Well, yeah, no. Maybe.
I
Maybe
think
you're right.
Silent. Like fuck you wow, Silent Majority was at nighttime though, right? In a thing, like in a compact area.
Maybe like, you could be alright. Can't hear his opinion because he crashed again. Okay, continuing though. So you're there for a lot of tables, and they're sitting there all in suits, and it's like they look so awesome in their suits. Like a lot of new styles. We see Tetsuya with her new short hair and with glass on. They all started, the music stars, it's all bobbing their head, and it's all just go into like this very nice jazzy style, and they go, that's the way, and they all, you see Tetsuya walking around, and she's smiling, happy, whistling, and I love it. It's like this whole new feeling to it, except like the track record we had in Fukuwayo and Eccentric, and well, yeah, most of Chaos songs. I guess the story is basically, I would say, Keyakizaka is friend zoning us. I think that's the message in this whole song. They're like, it's weird that we're friends, or it's weird that we're not more than friends. But it's okay to be like this, right? And they just kept saying, it's like, the wind has passed, now let's see what is moved on into the future. And, just be friends and let's hang out. And we'll see what happens till the road ends. I do believe that this song is Tetsuya's final center song. I really got the feeling during this song that's like... Yeah. They had a the song is, okay, so the song continues, they build up, they do the lyrics, they dance like in their suits, building up, and I love when they go into the chorus, they do this like very hype dance and very quick footwork, and you see again Tetsuya with this huge smile on her face, and I really think she's enjoying herself in that song. It goes then into the second part of the song in nighttime, and continuation of the story, times have changed, and they also portray themselves like we're not the lovey-dovey idols. We are like the dance idols. We're friends. We enjoy the music, and we like to show the art of dance. I would say compilation of that. I think this is one part of my favorite scenes when they're up on the like, what do you call it? I forget this word every time. I have a trouble with this word. It's like this, they use on shipments. Like this, what do you call those things?
Storage containers, storage bins.
Yeah, containers. The word container, it always slips my mind. When they are dancing on the containers, and you see the Ferris wheel in the background, and the quick step with their hands in their pockets. It's a very beautiful visual to see there. And then it goes like Tetsuya does again this. She does this a lot. It's just like her move, I think. You hear my favorite part of the going Tetsuya like do 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 do. That's for some reason the song stops and you hear that sound. It's great to hear. Then you get to the build up to the final part, and they really are hammering it down. Let's have fun while it lasts, and that's why I believe they are hammering down. They are not your love idols; they are your friend idols. So it's like they had the dark idols, or like a little bit realistic. Again, the team is still there. It's still realistic idols, but they're not like they won't do the cutesy stuff. They will do the realistic stuff, like they're your friends, and they're hammering down. And they're also hammering down. This is basically saying Tetsuya is like, we had fun the first 5 singles, right? So we'll do something new after this single, and it goes back into daylight, and then eventually the final dance, and then Tetsuya ascends to heaven, and everybody's like giving their power, and it ends again. It's like it's a fun song. I really like. It's a very upbeaty song, and it's like that's the way. That's how it goes.
It's a fun song to listen to, yeah. So.
How you doing, yo?
I have camera on working right now, so.
Yeah, it's a black circle for me.
Yeah, same here.
All right.
Continue on.
Yeah. So that's a review of the MV, I would say.
Oh my God, no.
I like the song. I really like the song. MV helped a lot. It's not better than Fukuwayo.
Oh no.
It's
Nothing
very different.
Can be better at the moment. So.
But it really just at work I'm just going like do 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 do, just going like this. Basically that's the thing that keep popping in my hand. Just the do 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 do. All right, but what do you guys think?
The song itself took a bit of a couple of listening to grow on me, but right now I just really like it. I just put it on and go do my daily chores, I would say, and just like that, they're done pretty much. So it's a fun song, and after watching the video, there was a lot of symbolic. So yeah, and especially at the ending with Techi leaving, because right now she just wants to leave Fate in the background and have someone new pretty much to open up center position or front row position, I would say. So, but all in all, in overall, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Not as much as Fukuoka, but just a bit below. Just one step below, I would say. So yeah, that's one for me.
Derek, do you want to go last?
What does Yayo want to do here? I guess maybe you should fix this thing.
Mine's working on my side, but like I think I did something wrong. That's why you can't see me now.
Okay. Do you still want to give your opinion first?
I'm just saying, you know, the way I described Techi, like the Japanese people, you know, God is going to heaven, basically. You know, oh!
Can't see what you're doing, man. I'm sorry.
I know, right?
I think it's like we're feeling left out and we're missing a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Derek.
Yeah, I mean, I gave my full opinion last week about it. Like we talked about it pretty in depth, or at least I did. And you know, I still don't like it. I think it's definitely one of their worst songs, maybe their worst song. Well, I'd say their second single is probably the worst in terms of like if I had to rank it. But the CM I started to like a little more. I was enjoying it. It was fun. It's interesting because you say like they're not going to do the cutesy idol stuff, but then you know the ascension of Techi to heaven reminds us they're idols, because you know the whole concept is idols are angelic and whatnot. I thought the ascension part was a little too much. It was, I think it was so comical. Like I literally like couldn't stop laughing when I first saw it. I still get kind of a chuckle out of it just even thinking about it. But you're right, it's symbolic. I like the symbolism behind it, especially because it does kind of seem to suggest that Techi is really not about being the center for K anymore, or at least I don't know. She's leaving us with a blank slate to fill in her thoughts because she never says anything. We don't know what she's thinking or feeling. We can only see based off some of the reactions we get out of the variety shows that she's on. If she's okay, she seems all right. I mean, the whole like the mozzarella cheese thing, which was hysterical. Techi was in. Although to be fair, I don't know how you can be a human being and not laugh to the point of crying on that. Go ahead.
This week, Keyakizaka, Techi has a big reaction.
Cool.
Oh my.
Cool. Can't wait. Yeah, I would say though overall, I don't know. Like I said last week, I like them dark. I like them moody. I like them emotional. This didn't have any of those things, and so for that reason, I didn't really care for it. But I can see why it's very appreciative. The only other thing I'll say to add is like it just felt very commercial-like. Like this is for a commercial. Like it totally felt like a commercial jingle. And the more I thought about it, I'm like, I don't need a commercial jingle. I want an epic anthem. Give me Fukuon Part 2. Come on. How do you not follow up that with the bigger epic anthem? But whatever. It's cool. It's something different. I can see the argument on the other side too.
All right. So, again, then my follow-up on the question: do you think Keyakizaka is friend-zoning us?
Friends? What do you mean?
So basically, what the song is saying, you know, we're not the idols that you fall in love with. We're the idols that you're friends and you can have a good time with.
Well, then they should have had Techi ascend to heaven. I don't know anybody from heaven that came down here really and hung out with me. So it's like, yeah, but they're still kind of reminding us subtly. Well, also too, how many friends you have are like Ikemen dressed and look like that? I mean, no matter what they say in that sense, they're never gonna be our friends. They're too beautiful. They're too like. You can't even like even Sally Amaki said like when she walked by like one of the girls from K, I want to say
Sama.
Yeah, she's like she couldn't even like if it takes her breath away and she's an idol. I mean me, I'm just nothing. I'm a pile of ash compared to that.
Yeah, so, pretty much.
Exactly. Like I'm nothing compared to these girls. So it's like you could say you want to be my friend, but I wouldn't even know I couldn't be your friend. I would. It would be so awkward.
Okay, and now the speculation. Do you believe that this is the, for now, the final center of Techi?
What do you think, DX? You're the one that kind of thought.
the whole video seems to point at it actually, and I think it would be also good to change up center position or front row position in some cases, because I'm afraid it's going to get stale. It's already the 5th single with Tetsuya as a main focus pretty much, and I'm just afraid they're going to get stale because they're using it all the time. So.
The only thing I'll say about that is 2 quick points. One is it didn't get stale for AKB. I thought Atsan being the center for 20-something singles was more than okay. But 2, the reason why I think that is because Techi's so engaging. Her look, I like the mystery. If you take the aura out, and I guess it's okay if you're going to do cutesy singles now, or if you're going to do more of what this last one was, then you don't need Techi for the center. In fact, I would have wanted like Nagasawa for the center or something. I just thought it didn't fit Techi at all, in my opinion. But I would say, like, you have something there. You have something different. Techi's different. Capitalize on that until the girl burns out and says she's done, which maybe she's already there. I don't know.
She is pretty much done, I would say. At this point. So
I'm actually thinking she's past the burnout and now she's okay with it because she adjusted to the pressure. But I think now she'll have a lot more free time, or because I noticed like a few patterns there, and you just said Nagasawa Neru being more there, right? Okay, so
and
what up, yo? Before I go into
this, they pulled Neru back to kanji. So I'm like, ooh.
Yes, that's the point I was making. So I've been watching a little bits in there. So Kea had their MTV performance, and I watched the interview there. Techi is in the second row, just being, being there, not saying anything. You have, of course, Sugai saying, Akane being there. You also have Habu, front row, Oda, and Neru. And, Neru being now fully a kanji member, it's like it's showing me more. She was also the somewhat center in Eccentric.
Yeah.
She's been, of course, in that show, the more vocal point. I think she was the center of the hiragana Keyakizaka. So I really think we were always speculating maybe Sugai will be the next center. I think Neru will be the next center in.
I can see it.
Keyakizaka single. And it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just put Techi on a second row or in the middle, or maybe even if you really wanted to take it extreme, put her in the back and see what happens.
I just think though at the same time, like, and again, if you look at this as from a business perspective, Techi's hot. She's a hot item. She's somebody that really, because of the very fact she's not vocal, she has a mystery around her that worked very well for another idol we all know from AKB, Parudu. Like, look how much the less that girl said of her thoughts, the more we tend to like her, until she did tell us, and then she was so like, salty, but then she pulled back, and yet people loved her.
The difference, and that's why I'm thinking now is the time to do a different center, is because the efforts that she shows in her performance is amazing. It's high. It's too high, and that's the thing. Yeah. The fans, the majority of the fans, are thinking, you know what? Slow down, Techi. Take a breath.
Yeah.
We won't leave. We're still supporting you. We still support Keyakizaka. It's. I think management is like, okay, we now are putting the 5th single out, and there are still people saying enough Techi center. Not because it's bad, it's more like we want her, to be okay and survive. And we don't mind if there's someone else being center. We would like to see someone else center. If it doesn't work out, hey, you can always come back to Techi. But again, for Nogisaka it worked out when they did someone else's center. Even for AKB it worked out when they did someone else's center.
That's true. If you think about one of the biggest and most famous and most popular AKB singles in the history of AKB, it was Heavy Rotation, and who was the center for that?
Yuko.
So,
Oshima Yuko.
Good point. Yeah, I'm curious. Kate has been a great conversation to have because they're doing something different. Everything about them seems to be going a whole other way. I love it, So I just wish I want more from them, but like it's cool, but what are they gonna do next? You know, I guess that's the big question.
Is this 5th single a buy for you?
Oh, definitely. It's I just forget it even happened. You know, like I'm not gonna be a fan of it, but whatever.
You still buy it or?
Oh, I thought you meant buys and like forget about like.
No.
No, I won't buy it. No, there's no reason.
I was thinking about buying it because for one song only I want to hear, and that's My Coffin from Hirate Yunina. Techi.
Whoa, what? Seriously?
She has a solo song again, and it's called My Coffin. So
yeah,
I want to hear that.
I saw a little bit of that when they were doing the review of the concert on what was it, Keyabingo or one of those, and it looked pretty awesome. I mean, you know, it's very interesting, but I'm not sure if that would be enough to make me want to buy the CD. But I want to hear the full version first.
Well, I have to now because I have all of them. So it feels like I'm obligated to buy now the 5th single. I can do it with AKB. Well, I can, but you know, it's like being nice. Oh, a new one came out. I can buy this new one and still be completely collected. So
and not be completely broke.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I just want Nero's weirdness back. You know, like that first 2 songs she did, like the periodic table and like the random English songs. Please, give me back weird Nero.
She'll get there. I think she will.
Yeah, I want it back though. So.
But I like to see more of Habu because she's now on the front side. And last week we saw that she can jump out. Thanks to her, we had mozzarella cheese live on Keyakizaka.
Oh, yeah, that's so funny.
I still laugh at it. It's so amazing. Keyaka is still growing. You can definitely tell. There are now a certain type of members who finally had that missing part, and they're filling it in. But they're so far from done, I would say. We often say AKB is stale, you know, and sometimes it happens. You think, oh well, we know what happens with AKB, or we know what happens in even Nogizaka. Now with third gen is different, but with Kea it's still because can't even speak. So many things can still happen in Kea. They haven't touched even the surface of what you can do with that group. So I'd like to see more, and definitely like, sorry if you don't like it. I do like it. I think it's
it's fine.
I think
it's
compared to their single line, I would say Fukiwayon CD is on number 1.
Yep.
Futari Saison is on number 2.
Yeah.
Then Silent Majority number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5th single. Can we say the name from 5th single? What is it? Kaze ni something? Something wind.
Let's take a look.
I just say Kaze.
Let's just call it
Kaze ni... No.
Well,
Sekai ni Ashikanai.
Stop. Wait. Go ahead, DX.
Which one? Sekai ni wa Aishikanai?
No, not the Senka single. That's the last place. I'm talking about the 5th single. What's the name again?
Kaze ni Fukarete mo.
Yeah, now slower for the people non-speaking Japanese.
Oh, Kaze ni Fukarete mo.
Kaze ni Fukarete mo. Okay.
Yeah, that's the current single.
Kaze ni Fukarete mo. Okay. I think I'll remember that.
Nope.
But yeah, even though I like all songs, I really like them all. You still have to rank them somewhere, but it's not a bad song. I like the clip.
Yeah, like I mean, I love that everybody has different opinions. I welcome it because it's very it's what makes AKB so beautiful. AKB48 in general, all the families. Every single person I talk to has got a different take on somebody or something in the group, but that's what makes this show thrive. Obviously, the discussion points, and I do know that in your case, Robin, I could totally see how you like it. I think you tend to be a much more like from what I know, you know, you're very positive. You're a positive guy. Like you like to be. Like you like. Well, no, I'm just saying like when I was around you, You were always like when I went to the Netherlands and hung out with you, you always had a smile on your face. You were so very like uppity, like happy. I don't
They're
know.
very
Maybe that's-
positive guy right here. Yay.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
good
I'm
job.
just saying.
Oh
I
no,
don't know.
I am a realistic guy. It's like I always like to see the
Okay.
good things.
Yeah.
Positive. Ooh, well,
No.
ooh. No, I look. Ooh, you
That's
way
why you
off.
need to listen to idol music because you need to escape. So, I guess, so.
Mhm,
Yep.
that
I
you
feel
got
you.
that right, but ooh. Thanks though. Thanks that I'm giving the image that I'm a positive guy.
Ah, you
it,
did
it
to
says
me.
it says Rage Bully for nothing. So
Good point.
all right,
Shame.
sorry man. All right. Anything else on the 5th single?
Nah, most have been said, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just call it Kea Gun in Suits.
Come again?
Kea in Suits.
Kea in suits.
Yeah, Kea in Suits.
All right.
It's basically what it is, though.
Yeah, yeah.
All their pictures are them in suits. Like,
Yeah, like Reservoir Dogs style. I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We are almost at the hour mark. I think we can do one more topic. I have one more topic. If anyone else has something better, because I can go on a little rant.
Oh.
I did want to talk just really quickly and just again because I'm all about equal love. They finally released number 4 on their
the
documentary
documentary,
series.
I need
Yeah.
to watch that. I need to watch that
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Oh my God, the Tokyo Idol Festival!
Yeah,
like they
see
were.
the vid-
It
oh.
was so beautiful, and like the best part about the documentary was when they got off the stage and a couple of girls were just like overwhelmed and
Yeah,
like
overwhelmed,
crying.
crying, and I like, it's done, we did it. Yeah,
It's
I
like
felt like
instant
goosebumps, man, goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you really like, somebody really needs to sub all 4 of these episodes, like, so we get the full weight of this. But even if you don't like Equal Love, just if you like idols, you gotta watch this because it's
Yeah.
literally from like the audition process up to this epic, huge show. It just feels like a little mini series of what it
Exactly.
means to be an idol.
Hmm.
And I gotta be honest, man. I was a little misty-eyed watching it. It was really
Same
good.
here.
I don't know. Just watch it. It's Tokyo Idol Festival. Watching them, and I was there and I saw it. Just being part of that too. I think I have a little bit more of an emotional connection, perhaps. But I would say it's definitely a good primer on exactly how hard it is what these girls do,
Yep,
and
exactly.
and to see the payoff at the Idol Festival, the joy that these girls had. It's
Yeah.
what I live for
So
in being an
intense,
idol
and
fan.
when I saw the footage, I was like,
So good.
"Ugh, I'm not even part of the group, and I'm crying, and I'm bawling.
I right?
Yes,
Yeah,
so,
but when the one girl broke down, I'm just like, oh, I know what you mean. It's so good.
exactly. Oh
Yeah,
man.
anyway,
All right.
Yeah.
fine.
No, I'm gonna save that rant for maybe another time.
No, calm before the storm. Go ahead. I know you want
I'm not gonna end it off on that note. So
Alright.
I'll save
Oh,
it for another time. You know, a little foreshadowing for next week maybe. Because I can
but
all
it's fun.
no, I know it's fun for you, but I need your reactions because your camera is not working right now.
Oh, alright.
I'll
It's
save
working
it.
on my end, though,
I'll
so-
finish it off on this because this happened as well, and I still need to watch that one. 2 is the 9th year anniversary of SKE48.
Oh yeah. Let me
And
get going.
it was a
Oh.
very big stage, and you know, again with AKB48
Yeah.
Yeah, they're your favorite song.
The day of his existence.
yeah, no, I think a lot of performers were there. I saw Furata now looking mighty fine.
Yeah.
Robin,
Oh man.
Yeah.
Are you still gonna go ranting because you rant on this part too, you know, on the chat?
I know. Okay, just let me finish the SKE story then. Furata now, by the way, her single is still out on Showroom. Download it. She's now at the 5,000 mark, and she needs 10,000. So it doesn't cost that much. Buy the single, good song.
Is it on iTunes? Because then I can just go on my iPad. So.
Oh no, wait, that's the problem. It was Showroom only.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was the problem. So we couldn't buy it. That was the whole thing. Oh yeah. Again, international fans. They had an announcement though on the special stage, so they're doing a solo concert coming up. So yay!
Yep.
And again, I joked about this in the chat, and the manager came out and he's like, "So we have 7 Keyakizaka girls. Guess what, girls? You're promoted! Yay!
Yeah.
Not because of a
Pretty
draft
awesome.
that's coming up.
Convenient.
It's very good for them.
Convenient.
The reactions of them were very great. You know, in tears. It's like, yes, finally, hard work's over. Oh God, I'm in Akari's team right now, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fun to see there, and very happy for the 7 Keyakizaka who are now fully pledged members. Congratulations on that note. All right, let's get into it. And Yeo, sorry we can't see you, but okay,
I'm still here.
you're still there. All right, so this week
Oh
a
my god.
certain
no.
type event happened, and showroom was getting crazy. I was getting a lot of messages. This one is online. This one is online. It's like, why is everyone online? And they were spread out all over Japan, in like every kind of store, like any trader store or CD store or what SoftBank store.
Soft map.
It's not SoftBank. SoftMap. And
Bias. Yeah.
so I was thinking, what is happening? Alright, thinking what's happening. They're on shirts, okay. Oh god, it's the DVD sale. And the DVD sale of the MV's compilation came out. This event was crazy. So, even though I'm a fan, I would never ever buy that in that manner. So the the DVD pack itself was $250 euros. How much yen was it? Like a lot of yen.
Was
Yeah,
it like
least
30,000 yen or something?
20,000 plus ish, I think.
Yeah, it's like a lot. Then you don't even get the whole thing. You need to buy the whole set, so you have to pay more to meet the certain members who were at the store. So you didn't know even what store who was where. So you had to be like
Oh.
lucky. Yeah.
It actually tells you what like which members is on that store though. They actually tell you.
Really?
There's actually pictures everywhere. Yeah, on Twitter. Like I saw Nachan and like the.
Yes.
I think someone. Yeah.
Yeah. What I mean is they tell you when they're there. So if you're on the
Yeah.
other side of the country, you're like, oh crap, I have to go into a
Yeah, I don't like,
Shinkansen for 3 hours to just meet them. Hopefully they're still there, because I think they were gone in like an hour. Or the showroom ended very quickly. So they, yeah.
Speaking of that, like riding the Shinkansen, I think you literally have to pre-order from that store to get to meet them. That's the whole system here. Like, I think that's how it actually worked. Cause my friend was in Japan during this. It's like, oh, you had this in this store. There's like, oh wait, I can't because I didn't pre-order from this store. So it's like,
Okay, so you have to pre-order a 250 something euro DVD. You pay more, so you get like a signed picture that they sign. You meet them for like
card.
a few seconds, and they say bye bye. They don't even shake your hand. They don't even contact. It's like, here you go, next, and you leave. I heard someone bought 2 of those. Like, you're
Yeah.
crazy. And then I found out later, when someone opened it,
Oh man.
there's nothing there. So you open the DVD set, there's the
Yeah.
DVDs, oh good, the MVs and a few making-ofs. There's no bonuses, no pictures,
picture.
no anything.
Well, what the hell?
Nothing.
Jeez.
So, you pay so much to see them at a random store, so you need to do all this effort, while you can also buy, normal handshake tickets and meet them at the event, and then speak to them for longer and have a more sincere contact with them. So, to all the fans who bought that or who went there, why? Why? Could anyone explain this to me? Why would you do that?
So your gripe is what exactly? Like just break that down. So
Basically the Dutch in me from people spending way too much money to meet your idol.
Well, okay, so the only thing I'll say is, again, and I'm only coming from the point of just being in Japan and doing all that stuff, and understanding there's two kind of main thoughts about one, at least from an international perspective. If you're somebody there in Japan, your chances are you're there on vacation or you're just visiting. You don't live there, so you're willing to drop that money. These people know that they're going to take your money. But for the fan that's there and lives there, the other thought is this. These are your idols. Idols is a big business. In Japan, everything costs more. So where it would maybe cost you $5 to, let's say, meet an idol here in the USA, it's going to cost you $30 in Japan to do it. It's the inflation there. It's just the fact that everything is more expensive there. It's $8 for a cup of coffee and a newspaper in Japan, in Tokyo. That should tell you everything. The other thing is this. It's the idol business. It's no different than like when I saw, for example, Perfume here in LA, and also I saw them in Japan at the Tokyo Dome. Both places, their T-shirts were like, I think between like $40 to $65. A freaking T-shirt that should only be 10, maybe $20 at the most. When I was in a band, our T-shirts were like $15. So it's like, it's just, they know it's a very special, high, like coveted thing to support your idol, and therefore they're going to get you to do that. The checkies and like the two shots and things like that. I've been in underground shows with like nobody, like literally like a nobody idol that you probably never heard of unless you lived in Tokyo, and they're charging $20 for a Polaroid. So it's like, it's just kind of an accepted idea and practice to charge that much so that these idols can do well in life and blah blah blah. But when it comes down to it, it's just greedy people just wanting money. And I think there are some idols that go against the grain in that sense, like especially the indie idols. I've also met indie idols that are just chill. Like when I saw Necronominal, they because it was raining out really bad that particular night, and they didn't think they were going to have a lot of people, and it ended up being packed. They were so grateful. They gave us free checkies all night. We didn't have to pay for any checkies. That's rare, but that also kind of goes to show you that it's really up to management, because Ricky, Necronominal's manager, he was like, you know what, y'all get free checkies tonight, because it's like you guys were cool enough to come out. So, you know, there is flexibility, but again, AKB is a big business. It's all about money. And they wooed us. I mean, I met Panda or whatever from Stage 48. That dude buys boxes and boxes of CDs just to meet his Oshi, you know, in HKT. I think it's Yabuki Nako, or it's Miko. It's one of the other.
Still, that's even cheaper than buying that one DVD.
He's comparing the DVD to Handshake. Like, there's like the fluctuation of a $10 ticket to a $250 with literally nothing.
Right, but the point, the same WOTA that buys the $10 thing will buy that too. Because
that's true,
it's all about supporting Roshi. It's the same. It doesn't matter. Money is no object there. That's what I'm saying.
And it's stupid. That's the thing. That's what gripes me. That's you're not smart. You're not business smart. I would say if you think like, oh well, I'll buy this meeting for 3 seconds. If you can go to a venue and meet them for like 3 minutes for the same amount of money, I think.
I think again, it's just maybe from a Westerner point of view, like it's so diehard there. It is so obsessive diehard that 250 is a bargain for a lot of these people in a way, only because it's again, it's that culture, just being up front and close to it. And the hysterics that go behind it in terms of like how much you can do for the person you love and for the group you support, it's on a level like you can't even understand. For us, it's something we do. We want to escape life, when we want to have something to listen to at our work, whatever. For them, it's you wake up, you go to bed. I mean, for the diehard WOTAs, it's every day, all day. This. That's just part of that world. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's good. I agree with you. I think it's really stupid. But I think at the same time, I'm coming in from a Western point of view that I actually value my money. Some of these people, they live at home with their parents. They don't got any bills. I mean, literally, they're sitting at home all day. And I'm talking like 30-year-old men. And I know this for a fact. You know, living with their parents, and basically they don't have bills because their parents pay for everything. Not saying if you live at home you're bad for living with your parents. I'm just saying, like, if you don't have any bills, you can spend money on things like this. That's all I'm saying. I'm making no judgment. I'm saying they don't have responsibilities in that sense, like maybe some of us do.
Yeah, I know.
Does that make sense?
I'm flipping your leg, you know.
Yeah.
You know my situation.
Yeah, I do.
I'm just saying, you know, I would still buy it just to see. Hey, welcome, what's up? What's up? Bye.
There. See,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would still do it.
They showed it on showroom. They showed like all
Yeah.
those members. It's literally it's just like, you know, all right. Thanks for buying. Bye, bye. You're like, I just paid so much money. What? What?
Actually,
I wouldn't
if you actually-
wouldn't stand for this. I would like saying, you better hold my hand for like at least a minute.
Yeah.
I'm actually like that $250 is just base cost. Because if you actually think about it, like you have to go there like twice in the Shinkansen. Like you want to pre-order on that day.
I didn't
And,
even
like,
count that. So they even paid
Yeah.
more money because the Shinkansen is like expensive. So you're in Osaka and your favorite Oshi is in Tokyo. So you pay $110
Pre-order.
going.
Oh wow.
Pre-order.
No,
Pre-order only.
no, but the Shinkansen
Yeah.
going one way is 110 from Osaka
Yeah.
to
Right.
Tokyo.
right. But
So-
but again,
oh my
okay,
god, they paid so much
here's
money.
here's the thing though. It's the
Jeez.
idol culture. If you look at some of the underground idols, like I'll take like Cyber for example. Cyber is a group that literally popped up overnight. It's like an all-star group of like ex members from other idol groups. Cyber asked on like a Kickstarter type campaign, "Hey, can you fund our tour?" I mean, they got so much money. They got, I think, like twice what they needed to go on tour, and it was literally overnight. And then there's another group that you paid X amount of dollars, you could actually go out on like a date with like one of the members. Now, of course, it's not what you're thinking. It's like a supervised, but I'm talking thousands of dollars they asked for this. And they got these members. I mean,
It's crazy.
lined out around the block.
It's even
It's a different
simpler,
world.
even with showroom. When someone puts out a Tokyo Tower, I'm like,
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're
why?
thinking, really? It's
Like
that's a lot of
10,000
money.
yen. Why?
Yep.
And then I see 53 of those things. I'm like, why?
But then getting back to like Panda, you know, Panda has a very nice job. He's got the money to do it. Like it's nothing for him in that sense. I mean, I'm sure it does her as well eventually.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is just from talking and hanging out with him, it's like, you know, no big deal. So it's also like, you know, there's plenty of rich wodas out there that like this is nothing for them. And then there are wodas that really have to sacrifice to do this.
It hurts
So-
me. It hurts me a
yeah,
lot.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
was
know,
it
it
hurts me too.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
cut it off right here.
Right, yeah.
All right, recommendations for next week. Equal Love. I'm gonna watch that.
Equal Love, the documentary.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine.
Standard
Same,
Keyakizaka Kanai. Nogisaka under construction. Nogi Bingo's coming back. Watch that.
Yep.
Oh, it next week I think.
Mhm.
Oh no, 11/4. 11/4.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah.
Bingo. AKB Bingo is
Bingo.
Seiyu auditions for an
Yep.
anime.
Oh yeah, this is part 2 of the audition stops.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
I think we've got covered. I think. Yeah.
Got it, man.
All right.
Back to the
Hopefully this is a little shorter than last time episode. I think by an hour. All right then. I would say then go watch all the stuff. Yeah, let's do this. By the way, we've been talking about this. I would like in the comments, give us ideas for the show. You know, things you would like to see, or even visually. We tried now this, you know, this big screen stuff. Let us know what you think about that. But let us also know what you think. Maybe color scheme, maybe ideas for the future. You know, just put them in the comments and inspire us, I would say. Help us try to evolve the show if it's needed. How about that?
Also, I'll add to that. Like it's taken me a while this last week to like respond to everybody's comments, but please note, like if you do leave us a comment, I will respond to it. I really enjoy writing all of you, and I love reading your comments. So we all do.
I read them.
But I mean, we all read them. But I would say, in terms of my response, sometimes it does take me longer. But don't like if you had left a comment last week, like go check because I've responded to every single comment that was on there. So just you know, just an idea. If it takes me a while, just keep checking because I love the communication, and you know, like Robin said, I'm very curious to hear about all of your ideas, especially because our fans are like the smartest fans, so like they'll come up with something.
All right. Anything else before we go?
Nothing really, actually. Nah.
Nope.
I'm
Nope. Nope. Yeho.
Nothing.
Okay. With that then, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Fly away! Those are my ears. Oh well.